So you just got that bill for your Carnival cruise, and wow, it was a gut punch. Those crew gratuities, they've skyrocketed recently, as much as $60 for a cruise. It's very obvious that the true cost of cruising is becoming far less transparent on purpose. So how did we get here? And more importantly, where's this all going? Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. It's your Captain Corey. Thanks for stopping by today. Now, let's journey back in time to December of 2018, when gratuities on board Carnival were $14 a person for a standard room and $16 for a suite. Those were the days, right? But like a sneaky wave creeping up on shore, ready to ruin your hair and take your glasses with it, those gratuities started to rise. By May of 2022, they nudged up to $14.50 and $16.50 respectively, and in April of last year, we saw yet another increase, surging prices up to $16 per person per day for a standard room. It's like these charges have taken a cue from the buffet line, as a matter of fact. Just when you think you're done, it keeps coming back for more. But here's where it gets kind of concerning. Princess Cruise Line, another operator under the Carnival Corporation banner, has just raised their gratuity rates again to an all-time high of $19 a day for suites. If Carnival and Holland America, two other Carnival brands, follow this same trajectory, and most indicators suggest they will soon, we could very well be treated to a bill of $20 per person per day by the end of next year. Talk about tipping the scale in the wrong direction. So why are these gratuities climbing faster than your kid does on the climbing wall on Icon of the Seas? Well, the cruise industry is facing an onslaught of rising operational costs, everything from fuel to food supplies. It's all inflating. But instead of hitting you with an overt price hike on your cruise fare, the operators have learned and found a more surreptitious method to make up the price difference, the money that they're not earning. And that's by increasing costs of other services like Wi-Fi and gratuities on board these ships. It's a tactic that flies relatively under the radar after all. A few extra dollars per day might seem negligible to you, but those dollars add up a lot faster than you think. A little perspective. For a family of four on a 7-night cruise with Carnival, they're now paying almost $450 in gratuities, when back in 2018, that same family on the same cruise would have paid a mere $391. That's an increase of like $60 purely in gratuities. And if you're anything like me, you'd rather spend that extra $60 on a couple of extra pina coladas or flirting with fortune down in the casino. So what does this mean for you, the savvy cruiser? Well, for the budget-conscious traveler especially, these escalating charges might feel like a sudden storm cloud over your otherwise sunny vacation plans. And for larger families or groups, it could actually mean reconsidering how many cruises you're able to take in general. Even for seasoned cruisers who've seen it all, these gratuity hikes that are continually coming at us are starting to feel less like a token of your appreciation and more like a mandatory offering to the cruise gods. But it's not just about the immediate impact on your wallet. There's a broader trend here that's worth paying attention to. As gratuities continue to rise, we could be looking at a shift in the cruise industry's pricing model altogether. Now, historically, cruising has been marketed as sort of an all-inclusive experience with a relatively low upfront cost and optional extras that you can pay for if you want, or you can skip them if you don't want to indulge. But with gratuities and other fees creeping ever higher, the true cost of your cruise is becoming far less transparent, especially when you book it. And this could actually change the way people perceive the value of their cruise vacation. Will it still be seen as an affordable luxury, or is it going to start to feel more like a high-priced splurge in the future? And let's not forget the psychological impact here. Yeah, there's one of those too. When you book a cruise, you're expecting a certain level of expense. But these unexpected charges and these inflating prices can leave a sour taste in your mouth, even if the cruise itself was amazing, something to talk about for years. It's the difference between feeling like you got a great deal and feeling like you've been nickeled and dimed all week at every turn. And that feeling, my friends, can affect whether or not you decide to book another cruise in the future. So, what's the solution? Well, prepaying your gratuities when you book your cruise at the time of booking could be your lifeboat here. This locks in the current rate, shielding you from any last-minute surprises like a lot of cruisers are facing on Princess this week. Another strategy is more meticulous budgeting. When you're planning your vacation, factor your gratuity charges into your overall cruise cost so you're not blindsided once you get on the ship. You might also want to keep an eye on announcements from the cruise lines. Many times these changes are made quietly with little fanfare, but it pays to stay informed, and I got you for that. And if you're truly disgruntled, most cruise lines do allow you to adjust your gratuities down while on board if your service didn't meet expectations. But a gentle reminder about that. Those gratuities go to the hardworking crew members who turn your cruise into a memorable experience. That guy who cleans your cabin, he's cleaning 34 others. That gal who made the amazing Goombay smash by the pool that you loved, yeah, they're working hard too. And your servers in the dining room, they all rely on that little bit of extra money that we give in the form of gratuities. So before you reduce that tip or just don't do it at all, consider who's on the receiving end. These are the people, after all, that go out of their way to make sure you're having the best possible vacation, and cutting their gratuities might save you a few bucks now, but the service level that you can expect in the future as a result could very much go down. As we look towards the horizon, it's clear that gratuities are on a steady incline. The question is, just how high will they go? Will we really see 20 bucks per person per day by 2025? And what impact will this have on the future of cruising? Well, that remains to be seen, but based on current trajectories, that $20 price point is looking more and more likely every single day. For now, the best we can do is stay informed, plan ahead, and keep an eagle eye out on those final bills, because as we've seen, those seemingly small daily charges can swell into a tsunami of surprise for all the wrong reasons when it's time to get off the ship. But gratuities are just one piece of the puzzle in the true overall cost of your cruise. Coming up next, a word of caution, some warning about what I think is the most expensive scam in cruising right now. And trust me, you don't want to fall for it. Click on the video card that's about to show up, and we'll see ya on the midships.